Hello everyone, this is TracerPixel128 and today I'm going to be attempting to install Ubuntu 10.04 LTS on this mid-2010 Mac Mini because it's era appropriate. If that doesn't work, I happen to have a thumb drive containing another version of Ubuntu. This one is much newer and hopefully that will work. So let's get it started. And here is my mid-2010 Mac Mini. It's currently booted on High Sierra. I haven't signed in yet, so I'm going to shut it down. And I'm going to load this disk in, and let's see if it can boot off of it. So I'm going to stick it into the drive, turn it on, and press the Alt key / Option key. Oh, hold on 1 second. Turn it on. I'm going to hold the Alt key at the screen. And I'm going to put the disk in. Let's hope it reads. Because I know the drive on this thing is very finicky. You can see right here my two partitions. There's my High Sierra partition, as well as my Catalina partition that I installed back in February. And just as I suspected, it just spit the disk out. But luckily, I have another solution. This is an external optical drive that my dad got me. Well, he got it from work and he gave it to me because he wasn't using it. I'm going to plug this thing into the Mac, as well as plug it into power and turn it on. And this is the first time I've ever attempted to install Ubuntu on a Mac. I have always installed it on PCs, never installed it on a Mac, so if you've ever installed Ubuntu or any Linux distribution on a Mac, please let me know and tell me what your experience was. Did it go well? Did it go wrong? Feel free to let me know. I know this place is a wreck. Okay, it's reading, so I'm going to open up the drive. Take the disk. Put it in there, and then position my camera over to this boot screen. It should show up as a disk. Yeah, this drive is making some strange noises. Oh, there it goes. It detects it as a Windows disk for some reason. Let's try that out. Hopefully it works. Take me to a black screen. No bootable device. Insert boot disk and press any key. I mean, it's in there. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's like a compatibility issue or something. This is the 32-bit version. It said it's supposed to work with Intel Macs, so. And I don't feel like downloading the 64-bit ISO. I'm too lazy right now, so let's try the thumb drive method. A different release. I happen to have a disk of Trusty that I burned back in 2014. So maybe that could work. So let's turn off let me forcefully shut it down. Let me hold down the button. There goes the bong again. Hold down on the Alt key. Again, it should load as a disk. Probably might give me the same error message, but who knows. EFI boot and Windows. Pretty sure that's secure boot. Let's try the EFI boot. See what comes up. Oh, there we go. We were able to try Ubuntu. Let me try it. I don't want to install it yet. So, I will try the thumb drive, so I should call this video attempting to install Ubuntu on a mid-2010 Mac Mini, just trying different versions. So, Lucid Links didn't work. I probably should have tried a 64-bit disk image. I wasn't thinking. I mean, I've tried this disk before, and it's worked on various computers I've installed it on, even though this version is currently not supported. It reached end of life last year, so yeah. And I hear thunder. Yeah, it's storming. And it's the official first day of hurricane season? No, hurricane season already started, I think. Happen to live near the coast. Yeah, it's where I live. I live in South Carolina. We get a lot of storms here. Especially in the North Charleston area, especially since we're, I think, 20 or 30 miles away from the coast. I'm getting Discord messages left and right. Let me check them on my phone. So, would you want to hear, like, more off-topic ramblings in my videos? Please let me know. Yeah, it is really reading that disk. Probably pause the video right here and wait for it to load. We are officially booted into Ubuntu 14.04 LTS Trusty Tar. In fact, 60 years ago around this time, I was using this exact operating system. It was on a Dell Precision 690, and that was my main computer for a couple months, basically. Until August 2014, when it just stopped working. Anyways, let's open up the dash, and of course this is back when they still included Amazon. Some example files. So I'm not really going to try to install it. Well, it's not really the latest release of Ubuntu, just attempting to install it. It means I would have to partition it. So that means I'm going to have to, well, possibly delete my Catalina partition, which was labeled Zimzalabim. And let's hope this computer does not Zimzalabim itself. Okay, cat. Trying to respond to Discord while filming this video at the same time is kind of hard. Okay, so continue. I'll put in my Wi-Fi information. Okay, just connected to the Wi-Fi. And it's glitching out. Well, that's not supposed to happen. what's going on with this system. It's just... I mean, it's getting warm, but it's not turning into a baked apple. So maybe I can try installing Trusty and try to upgrade it to Focal Fossa, which is the latest LTS release. Hopefully I can upgrade to that. Yeah, I'll probably pause the video here. Oh, okay, that's not supposed to happen either. It's now saying it's not connected to the internet and it glitched out again. That's not supposed to happen. Oh my gosh, this is really starting to turn into my version of Crazy Ken's Tech Misadventures. I guess you could call this Tracer Goes Insane or something. And now it's connected to the internet again. Like, what in the Nexus? Make up your mind! Okay, no, I don't want to erase the disk. I want to do something else. Okay, so... I'm not... I can't... Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on here? Why is it glitching out? Is there something wrong with, like, the drivers, or... Okay, yeah, there's something going on with the system. And I think I'm going to not install this version and figure out what's going on. The system is locked up and I can't seem to move anything, and now the disk is starting to read again. I should have tried the thumb drive method first. What was I thinking? And I think there's probably something wrong with the integrated graphics on this thing is causing it to glitch out like that. I mean, it doesn't glitch out on Mac OS, so why is it doing it here? I'm not sure. Could be a driver issue for all I know. Or shut down and it seems to be working fine. My partitions still show up. I'm going to plug this thumb drive into the back and hope that it works. Hey, there it goes. Let's do that. Okay, that's an interesting loading screen for Ubuntu. Checking disks. Yeah, hold on while this is doing its thing. Disk checker thing that Ubuntu now has. Actually, no, it always had it. It's very similar to how ScanDisk worked in older versions of Windows. Just wanted to point that out there. Because I remember trying to turn on our old netbook that we had, which had a version of Ubuntu. It had Maverick Meerkat, which was one of the last versions to have a netbook version. Yeah, the netbook remix versions. Anybody remember that? Yeah, if you had a netbook back in the late 2000s, early 2010s, what did you have on it? Windows, Ubuntu, or anything like that? Oh. Check finished. Errors found in 3 files. You might encounter something. And it's storming. Mother Nature, can't you see I'm doing a video? Why don't you just come again some other day? Is the desktop. Yeah, I think I want to try it first, and I heard like a little jingle. Did they bring back the old startup sound or something? I remember when Ubuntu had a startup sound. Uh, uh, okay, that's not what I wanted. I'm not sure what this error code is, if anybody can figure it out. Right here. Oh, never mind. There it goes. Like they changed the install icon. Of course, it now comes. It always came with Firefox and Thunderbird, and of course the LibreOffice Rhythm Box. I remember some releases came with Banshee Music Player files. This now comes with GNOME Shell. The last release we took a look at briefly before it glitched out had Unity on it, which garnered some mixed reviews within the community. Not just, for Ubuntu, but also in the Linux community as well. Let me turn down the brightness so you can properly see the icons. Comes with, basic stuff. Still comes with Shotwell. As well as Cheese, which that was a camera app. Still comes with Solitaire. This is GNOME 3 or GNOME Shell. So let's try to install it, and fingers crossed, I hope it doesn't glitch out like on Trusty. And there goes that little jingle. Let me increase the brightness again. So I don't know if, is it specific to this release of Ubuntu? When did Canonical add this? So yes, that is the right keyboard layout. And I'll just add in my Wi-Fi information. And I'll just click continue. Just added my printer. Yeah, I want to install third-party software for graphics so I can get like the proper drivers for the Wi-Fi card in here. I think it's an airport card because it's Apple. As well as the graphics chipset, which is an NVIDIA GeForce of some kind. I want to download updates. I want to partition it. Yeah, I think I want to delete my Catalina partition, which is labeled Zimzalabim, like I said earlier. And I think the computer just completely Zimzalabeamed itself while I was in the middle of talking about it, and yeah, just all lightning. Luckily I turned off the house AC. I accidentally messed something up. I have a thumb drive with a copy of macOS on it if I want to put it back on the system. Be good to go. Opened up Gparted to get an understanding about this. So SDA2 APFS, that is for the macOS installation. I don't want to make a partition of that, but I don't want to format it. I might just try to boot back into macOS and see if I can do anything about that partition. Hold on. Put it back into macOS High Sierra to see what I can do about this partition. Because I haven't really used my Catalina partition that much, so I shouldn't worry about it getting deleted. Okay, it should be under Disk Utility. So I'm going to erase that partition. Okay. I want to delete the data too, just delete the volume. I don't want to, actually, yeah, I want to delete that. And I was going to I'm going to add another volume. I haven't done this in a while. But I don't want it to be APFS. How can I add other volumes to this? Okay, so I just deleted my Zimzel. I deleted that other partition. So now I'm going to shut this thing down, plug the thumb drive back in. This is going to be a long video. I know it's getting hot in here because I turned off the house AC because it's storming outside. And we definitely don't have the money to replace an HVAC unit, blah, blah, blah. I'm rambling again. I've gone insane. Plug this back in. Now it's showing me this one partition, so I'm going to boot this back into Focal Fossa again and see if it works. Booting again. Yeah, booted back into the thumb drive. And there's that jingle again. How you like that? Yeah, I'm listening to music while I'm trying to install this, try to kill some time. And I'll just do the Wi-Fi thing again. And yes, I want to install third-party software for graphics, Wi-Fi, hardware, and additional media formats, blah, blah, blah. It's taking a while to load. It's getting hot. Oh, this poor thing is becoming a baked apple. Alright, drastic times call for drastic measures. This is the CPU cooler that my mom bought back in 2011 for her laptop, but I like to use it with this Mac Mini. So I'm going to didn't mean to open the calculator there. Open this thing up. And I'll just... There we go. I think it finally loaded now. That issue, I now have 250 gigabytes of free space. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to reinstall macOS. I was very hesitant because I wanted to have both macOS and Ubuntu on the same system. I'm sorry if it took this long. But that's okay, I'll reinstall it another day. So let's click install now. Yes. Crossing my fingers here. No, I don't live in New York. Just live down here. I'll just say, or I could just put, you just put Atlanta. Your name, your computer's name. I'll do that. Installation is complete. Restart now. Just take out thumb drive and press enter. Okay, it's so weird just hearing that, hearing the bong, and for it to go into Ubuntu. So I'll just wait until it boots into the desktop. Well, I'd say this has been a very interesting journey. Oh, there it goes. I'd say this installation was a success. The login screen. I remember the users would be like right here. According to like the older versions that I've used over the years, you know, from the Unity era. I'm going to sign in and boot directly to the desktop. Live patch now. No. Would you like to help improve Ubuntu? No. Would you like location services? Why not? You're ready to go. You can use software to install apps like these. If it can load. And there we go. Here's the desktop. I'll reinstall macOS on another day. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this long video, and stay tuned for more videos like this, and feel free to leave a comment if you happen to have one.